Hello, everybody. My name is Wang Kao.
Hello, my name is Game.
Today, we are going to talk about a big question that may be in everybody's mind. It is GPA that important?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Game, what does GPA stand for?
GPA is stand for grade point average. So have you ever heard this before?
Well, in my own experience as a Thai student, I was a Thai student and now I am a Thai student, I have ever heard a lot about it, Well, Mr. K, what grade did you get last semester?
Oh my God, Ms. Rangel, I don't think you should ask people, their GPA.
Really? Why? Why I shouldn't ask about it?
I don't know. Okay, so may I argue with the same questions? What GPA did you get last term?
Oh my God, I think we shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah, right?
It's quite a very sensitive question,
Yeah, and it's being quite awkward to answer.
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't know their expectation on us. That why they ask ask questions like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it reflect that GPA is very important for Thai students, especially high school.
So, Mr. Game, I think sometimes it may not that important.
Okay, so what do you mean?
Because I am a person, I am a student. I was a student who can get into the university because of my activities during my high school level, So I think it may not that important. Yeah. At least for me.
That's good for you, But unfortunately for me, in my case and many cases in Thailand, GPA is a big consideration in the second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, and it take part about 10%, 20%, 30%, or even 50%. Yeah, so it's still important for the the student that didn't get part for the all round. Yeah,
I got it. Anyway, Mr. Game, now we are in the university level, right?
Yeah.
So the GPA may not that important anymore. Do you think like that?
No, you sure?
I'm not sure. Really?
Unfortunately, yeah, it's not, it's wrong. It's still important, especially in Thailand. After we graduate, we still have to use it to get a job, find money, find a career. So we didn't know. We never gonna know that our boss or our HR gonna judge us from our GPA. Yeah, so it's to being safe, we have to provide important to the GPA. Yeah, it's still important.
However, Mr. Gang, I have seen a lot of people who got a very high GPA, but they still fail in the career, I think GPA cannot measure everything. It cannot measure that you are going to be successful in their career life, something like that. But there are one thing that I have seen in many successful people. It is called soft skill. Soft skill. What does soft skill mean?
So correct me if I'm wrong.
It's
kind of skill that, apart from the academic skill, it's some kind of skill that involved with communication skill, socializing skill, some kind of that, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a skill that you can work well with your colleague, or
Mhm.
it's a kind of skill that you can improve your your skill, the others people's skill, and make your company, your organization grow up positively, something that kind. Yeah. Well, I think that is important. It is more important than GPA, in my own opinion.
Okay. If you mention like that, so how the our boss, our future boss, our HR gonna know that we have have this kind of soft skill. We can communicate with people well. I mean, it's some kind of skill that intangible. We can see it, yeah. But on the other hand, GPA, yeah, they can look at our GPA and see know that our ability to learn some kind of that. So yeah, how they gonna know? How the HR gonna know that?
Well, in my point of view, Mr. Gang, I think when any
That
people
we
want
get
to
the
get
soft
that
skill.
job, they should advertise themselves.
Yeah.
You cannot just sit there, shut your mouth up, and let your boss and your HR see that, oh, this is my GPA. It can tell you everything. It can tell you that I got ability to learn. I got many things from my university. You cannot just sit there. You need to advertise yourself that you can communicate well. You have a good personality, something that kind. Just advertise yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I see, and yeah, it's understandable to advertise yourself.
Moreover, Mr. Game, I have seen a lot of people who when they get into that job, they become I am mentioned about the people who got a very high GPA and got a very low at soft skill. When they get into that job, they become a very bad colleague for their colleagues. Yeah. Even though they got a benefit for some time, but in a very normal time, they can make the other people, the other colleagues feel uncomfortable to be with them, and sometimes they become a main reason for someone, especially a good worker, decided to quit that job, and that's it.
Okay, so I mean, agree with you at this point, but I mean, it's not totally their fault. It's involved with the Thai society sometimes.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. It's bring another topic: Thai society, Thai educational system. For example, when they get back to their home, it's rarely to find someone who asks them about their social skill, soft skill. They're ready to find questions like, how many friends that you have? Did you join any club at the uni? But on the other hand, some kind of question like, how about your GPA? What about your GPA that you get last term? And any course, what course that you take last term? Some kind of question like that, academic things.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's very shaped that thought that they have to focus on the GPA more than rather than focus on the soft skill that no one cares.
Yeah, you're right. Technically, most of Thai people is always be like that, just especially Thai parents.
Yeah. Or even
they mostly don't even ask their children oh my god, what's about your school life? Are you can go well with your your friends, they just ask that, oh my God, what grade did you get last semester?
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's terrible. So, Mr. Game, I got an idea to fix that kind of problem. The problem that I mentioned, that there's the people who really good at GPA but really bad at soft skill, and some people who got a very high soft skill but they cannot get that job because they got a very low GPA, something like that. So I think we should encourage people to give the importance on both GPA and soft skill, because if we got a very high both of things, we can we say it's kind of safe
Yeah.
ground, You can get that job and you can go well in your work's life.
Well, yeah. I'm agree.
Mhm.
But don't you think that you expect them to be a perfect guy? Don't you think that you're going to set some kind of standard for some people?
Oh yeah. I agree with
Do
you.
that.
Yeah. So, and do you have any solution for this problem?
From my opinion, before any high school student gonna get apply to any university, they have to be understand themselves well. Before that. So like, for example, many country that get a top tier list in education. They provide students I think that called a gap year.
I know that. I have ever heard about it before.
So like a gap year is a free year that that country provide to their high school students, to explore, to travel, to spend their time with themselves, by their passion, some kind of things.
It's kind of unacceptable thing in Thai society.
It's rare to find someone who get a gap year before get a university life. And also, after they understand themselves well, so they plan their life that they are going to apply to that university in that kind of field. For example, if they want to be a researcher, a professor, or a scholarship student, GPA is very important for them, to benefit them in that kind of field. Meanwhile, if they want to be a social or service officer or work in that kind of career, soft skill, socializing skill, communication skill is very important for them. The main point is not to raise both of them, but is to balance them in suitable way for you, for individual.
Yeah, exactly. In conclusion, so both of soft skill and GPA are important. Depends on what are you going to be, what are you going to do in your future. If you want to be a researcher or professor, you should focus on more GPA. And if you want to be work in society or work about a lot of more about people, you just focus more on soft skill. But one thing is you shouldn't leave both of these things behind, because both of these things are important, both GPA and soft skill. If you ask, is GPA that important? It depends on what you are going to do in the future. You just focus on that, plan yourself.
To make an image, it's like GPA is like our appearance.
Exactly.
And the soft skill is kind of habit, personality. We can both of them, but we can improve one of them. If if we prefer our personality more, we can improve them. But if we prefer our appearance, we can improve them. Yeah, but the thing is that never left behind both of them.
Are
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what's about you? Do you think is GPA that important? Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Don't forget to leave the comment below. Bye bye.
Bye.